Okay, guys. At this point, I've been crunching out videos. It seems like I'm putting out at least 2 videos a day, and I think I've got some pretty decent content going. But I've been racking my mind to try and find ways that I can help you guys. The biggest thing that probably has come into my mind is whenever I first started working with my cell phones and computers and all of these websites, and some of the difficulties that came from some of these applications. Let's say that you don't have the best internet connection in the world. And around the time that I first started, I really did not. I did not have so great of an internet connection. So it got to where I had like 20, 30 devices, and I would see a lot of pretty much just lagging up with some of the applications. And I know that having a good router or modem that plays a giant part and being able to have your devices running smoothly, that or having a second internet connection. And that's something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. Versus investing in that router, having that extra router, you could, especially if you're going to shell out $400, $500 for a router, why don't you do the math on $35 a month, $30 a month, $40 a month to have a better internet connection, and think about the opportunities that lie in that. And I'm not going to go into like full detail as to what those opportunities are, but I think anybody that has an idea for what they're doing in this knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I would like to point you guys in the direction of possibly considering setting up a second internet connection. I know in your area, here's the big thing, it depends upon your area whether you can have 2 different internet connections in your home. Like here in Florida, I have the option to have both AT&T and Comcast right here inside my apartment. And I mean, that's pretty amazing. So to have 2 internet connections like that. But yeah, going into some more detail, some key things to mention as far as working with these applications and websites. There's all these little just quirks with each and every application. So today in this video, I'm going to switch it over to both the web, and we're going to switch it over to the Android screen, and we're going to go through what those quirks are. I've never seen a video like this that I'm about to put out on YouTube. What are the problems and difficulties that I come across? When does the application freeze? What windows are popping up that I'm gonna have to go around? I don't see anything like that. And that's the key thing to mention is this is how it's going to help you to not go through the stress that I went through whenever I first started doing this. So, I really hope that at the end of the day, that's exactly what this video is able to do for you, is to just help you get past all of those things. That way you start out smoother than what I did. And, I've gotten to this point where everything is working really smooth for me. And, I guess it's time to give back a little bit of what was given to me by being able to start doing this in general. So we'll kick it over to the internet, and then we'll be kicking it over to Android. And I probably will not do anything with iOS. I mainly use Android phones, so I guess I will eventually do a video about the iPhone 5S and some of the difficulties I've had with the iPhone 5S, and also working with my iPhone 7 Plus. So I'll see you guys there. Okay guys, we're over here on the Android screen, and I just want to touch base on just a few different applications. I will likely not switch over to other applications as far as video footage. Just so you guys know, I'm using what's called AZ Screen Recorder, and it does not require your phone to be rooted, and it's a really easy application to work with. I'm going to show you guys some of the issues that I've encountered with Yoolotto.
And then I'm also going to touch topic on, just right here in voice with you guys on some of the other applications. But I know a lot of people lately have been having some issues with Yoolotto and getting the Yoolotto app to work on various other phones, especially like your older, cheaper smartphones. One, there's the fact that you have to sideload the app in a lot of cases. If you have an older cell phone, you have to sideload the APK file, and then basically trying to get this application to run smoothly on different phones is it's a really difficult task. I really would recommend that you guys when picking up phones should go for some at least in the $30 to $40 range. Some of the more expensive cell phones that are running anything at least above Android, something above Android 4.4. It seems like 4.4 has some major issues with Yoolotto. I have a current issue with the HTC Desire that I have, and the majority of my other phones run Yoolotto and they run it flawlessly. I did have Yoolotto on some Alcatel One-Touch Pixie Glitzes. I had to sideload that to every single one of those phones. That's something you really want to pay attention to, is finding the right kind of phone to pick up that is compatible with this app, to be able to just download it straight from the Play Store and save you some frustration from the get-go. But I have this issue with this specific phone. Basically it bumps out of to where it's launching videos, and it goes straight back here to watch and earn. I found that irregardless of me exiting the app and then restarting the app, it will still do the same thing after I go to watch and earn. It just bumps me right back out. So these are the things to point out. You should be considering, in the case that you're having major issues like that, just going ahead and possibly either A, factory resetting your phone, or B, clearing the data of the app and uninstalling the app itself, and just kind of going from there. Just to touch base on those other applications, though, Perk TV, I do have some issues with it, either A, freezing up and just exiting the app entirely. Now these are not as common as especially the issues that I have with Yoolotto and getting that running. And there's most of these apps, for the most part, they run flawlessly. So but those are the key things to mention, though, that I have issues with Perk TV crashing at points and times. I do have some of the similar issues with Perk TV Live crashing at points and times. And I found that the quickest way to have your phone running, perfectly with these applications is to have your cache cleared out. Just monitor the app, see which phone is giving you the most issues, and just kind of log those issues, keep them in your mind. And then if you have to switch your devices over from one application to another application, that's something to definitely note. I touched topic on another video of checkpoints and me having some major issues with checkpoints and it running well for the phones that I'm using. I actually ended up switching over 10 of my phones to Perk Apps because of the issues that I'm having with checkpoints. These are things to note. And I made this video specifically so you guys would understand to maybe shy away from investing in some of the cheaper phones, and I want to get the information out there for you guys to know, if you do decide to invest in these cheaper phones, what applications are going to work on those cheaper phones. What should you be getting those cheaper phones for, versus picking up some of your phones that are roughly around the $30 to $40 range that you can pick up at, say, Walmart, or maybe find some deals online on eBay or the Straight Talk website, or Amazon. As far as any other issues I've encountered, though, it seems like everything else runs just perfectly. So, and my setup right now, everything is almost 100% passive. Minus the Perk app trailers that I run, everything else is passive for me. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, though, if you have encountered some issues, I would love to hear the issues that you've encountered. If you encountered some of my same issues, please, let me know in the comments. And from here, we'll switch it over to websites, and I think you guys will find that a lot more informative. These applications, they'll do their own thing. It seems like there's always a new bug that pops up. With Perk, you have all of these double ads. I call them finish ads. You have to click past so many ads just to get the ad to finish. And even then, like, some of those ads will freeze up. So the best thing that you can do whenever you have your phone's freezing up or you have continuous loading circles is just, restart your phone. Restart it as quickly as possible and get back to earnings. But okay, we'll kick it over to the website portion. Okay, guys, I'm just going to give you a very quick rundown of EarnHoney and EarnGG. These are the two websites that I focus on the most whenever it comes to making money online with solely with computers. And as far as issues that I've had, I want to branch out. Very quickly, I will touch on this topic: entertainment app. God, this thing was so, and I know I'm trying to focus on websites here, but I want to touch on these apps really quickly. Right here and right here. Super Pop Quiz, man, fantastic app. It's working so perfectly for me. I average anywhere between $30 to $37 a month with this one app alone. The EarnHoney app, these are kind of both one and the same. They do not work as well for me as they do work. You'll see some points accumulate, but they freeze up way too quickly. But branching off back into like the website itself, your best bet here whenever making money is to click over here on the humorous videos and clips, or over here on the auto rewards. Both of these seem to work so perfectly for me. Way back in the day, I had an issue with the medical video saying that it was not available in my area, but I've since went back to playing these medical videos, and now I guess it is available in my area. So it's kind of confusing to me as to why that would do that. So I would just kind of steer clear from here, away from here, and go to either one of these two. As far as like having issues with your browser and running these videos, I know that there are certain plugin setups that you can use for Chrome. If you do not want to go through the hassle of setting up all these plugins for Chrome, you can check out different browsers. There's the Opera browser, there's the Vivaldi browser, of course there's Firefox. If I had to recommend one, I would say Vivaldi. If you're trying to run EarnHoney on a Windows tablet versus a PC, there are certain Windows tablets that are going to be better, obviously, for earning with EarnHoney. And I have to tell you this very specifically. This could very well save you some stress in the future. You need to know that some of the Windows tablets, they just do not. I don't know why it is. I actually watch my earnings with running several Windows tablets on EarnHoney to see if I could switch that over so I could use my PCs to do earnings with various other websites. And the tablets that I picked up were called the Amatic tablet. If I were you, I would probably shy away from picking those up unless you're going to use them for other websites. I am using them right now on EngageMe TV, and they are running flawlessly for EngageMe TV. I do not have an issue. When I first set them up, I had to, very specifically, I had to go through the settings and just like remove any sort of excess programs through Windows, and I had to optimize Windows for there's various videos on YouTube as to how to do this, to optimize your Windows 10 to where it is running as smoothly as possible, especially having a tablet like that. I would recommend you do that for any Windows tablet that you pick up. It doesn't matter which one it is, or any Windows device in general, especially if you're using it for making money. Okay, so as far as like, having random freeze ups with EarnHoney, it doesn't really happen to me anymore. It did back whenever they first started. I would have some issues with it crashing. I see 0 crashes now. So if you guys have any questions about how you can set up plugins for EarnHoney, feel free to ask me. I can shoot you in the direction of setting up plugins, or just any questions in general. Let's switch it over here to EarnGG. When playing videos with EarnGG. This has been my overall best setup. What I have found on 3 devices. Of course, I have them on Windows tablets. Gamer Loot. Okay. Engage Me app trailers. And Engage Me Gaming. These 3 tabs are and it's, to me, it's so great because, like, I'm a fan of video games, and I'm sure a lot of you are, and maybe some of you are not, but it's fantastic that these run so well. I've also noticed that the how-to videos they run extremely well as well. I just went through a cash out, so you can see over here I'm picking up some more cash here as we speak, and like I said, this is running on my Windows tablets over here, so we're on screen right here on my computer, because I just wanted to give you guys an idea as to how to easily work with this website. You do have to verify a Steam account to start getting surveys and things like that, but we're focusing on, you know, making money passively here. So this is the best possible way that you could do that. I do not have many issues on the Windows tablets since you know, now that I have optimized them for working with making money online. And if you guys want a tutorial of how to do specifically that, I would be more than happy to show you guys. And I may just go ahead and do it irregardless, especially, you know, when you're picking up these Windows tablets to make money. I can't really think of much else. If you're having you know, issues with these websites crashing, the best advice that I can possibly give you is to, as quickly as you possibly can, just go ahead and exit and restart, and, you know, and do some research. Figure out one thing that you know, key things to mention here while I'm at it is I went ahead and updated Flash for my computer and of course my tablets. I updated Flash. I updated let me go here very quickly and show you guys. And this is pretty much where I'll leave you guys. One thing to pay very close attention to. Right here, your C++ 2008 redistributable. This is a key thing to consider upgrading for whatever device that you have. I noticed that, you know, my computers, my tablets, they all run a lot more smoothly whenever I have found the most up-to-date version of this for my computers. You know, it's basically if you install a new video game, and I'm not 100% sure in depth what, you know, the functions are for that, but I would like to think that it aids your computer to be able to handle tasks. You know, that is my best guess, and I could do some research and shoot it out here, but I do know that that is something you want to pay close attention to, is making sure that's up to date. You can find it on Microsoft's website. And yeah, just you know, making sure all of your anything that has to do with launching videos on your computer is up to date. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just talk to me down below, and I hope you get something out of this video. If you did, you know, a like and a subscribe would be great, and I hope to talk to you guys in the future.